Hi, this is Ritch and Anya Mays, Republic Realty team.
Keller Williams Capital Partners.
Today we are going to speak about steps that need to be done if you decide to buy a house. So, the first step that have to be done, we have actually to decide our budget, right?
Correct. We need to know exactly how much we can spend on that house we want. We need to know how much our debt is and how much money we make, and need to be honest with ourselves about not going over that budget.
Exactly. So, as soon as we are done with our budget, so we can actually search the lender. It is very important step, and you have to ask several lenders, right? Probably 2 or 3 maybe.
I would say probably 3 or 4. And you can even talk to if you've already gotten a realtor, you can talk to your realtor about if he has any suggestions for any mortgage companies. And he can't make suggestions and say go use this one, but he can give you a list of reputable lenders that he's used and worked with in the past, so that you want to compare. You don't want to just pick one. You want to compare them and get your best rate.
Okay, so let's imagine we have a lender, and the next step that is very important, we have to get pre-approved from the lender.
Correct. You're going to want a pre-approval in today's market. Today's markets, houses are going very quickly, and getting a pre-qualification, there's not that much paperwork that goes into it, and you get it pre-approved. It's a little bit more detailed, and it's going to save you a little bit of time after the fact of making an offer on a house. So if you have 2 similar offers coming in, the one that's pre-approved is usually going to get accepted by the seller, as opposed to the one that's just pre-qualified.
Okay, so let's say we got pre-approved.
Okay.
So we can move forward and we can do our next step. What is our next step?
Next step is you're going to want to go out and interview realtors if you already haven't done that.
Yeah.
You're going to want to find a realtor that suits you and that you get along with and you trust, and because you're hiring him. You're hiring him to work for you.
Exactly.
And find you that house.
But you also have to be very honest with your realtor to explain exactly which house you would like, which features you wouldn't like to see, right?
Correct. When you after you selected your realtor, and before you start actually going out and looking for properties and looking for homes, you're going to want to actually tell that realtor what you like, what you don't like, what you must have, what you can't stand.
Yeah.
And have that way he can narrow down the houses we're going to go look at.
Exactly.
And if you're actually honest with that realtor and you're honest with yourself, probably by the 5th or 6th house, we're going to find one of the houses that you love to buy.
Exactly. So you found your house that you would like to buy. So we can do our next step, and our next step will be to make an offer.
Correct.
Right? Here, your realtor will be very helpful.
Well, your realtor is going to know what the current market is, and your realtor is going to be able to work with you. If you decided on a house and you say, I want to offer this much, and the realtor is going to be able to tell you if that house is high for the market, or if that house is marked really at a really good price, and you might want to make a strong offer on that house if you really like it.
Yes.
And that way, when your offer goes through, it's actually more likely accepted the first time it's sent through.
That is important thing, that when we are making an offer, it is very important to make an offer with contingents to inspection.
Correct.
Inspection costs money. Usually it's around 400 to 500, but it needs to be done. Why?
Well, every offer we send through, and we include a contingency there that inspections to be done. We want you as the buyer is going to end up paying for the inspector, but what we need that to happen is because we want to make sure that there's no major problems with the house.
Exactly.
All the major appliances, the furnace and the air conditioning work, that there's no structural damage, there's no roof damage, there's no major water leaks. And all those things that we may not see in the house, the inspector is going to find.
Yes. Exactly. If inspector found something wrong with the house,
Mhm.
what we are doing next?
Well, the next thing we'd do is we'd if it's really bad, we were however whatever it is, we would send in a request for remedy
Okay.
that the seller fixes those items. And
Or the price can be changed.
well, the price is not going to go up. The price would go down,
Down,
and
yeah.
the seller would come back and make a counter offer that they're not going to fix the items, but they'll give money at closing so that you can fix those items after you've purchased the house.
So this way also can be.
Correct.
Okay. Let's imagine seller and the buyer agreed,
Okay.
and we can sign all documents.
Uh-huh.
And finally, what the next?
Well, what's going to happen? Many things are going to happen simultaneously. The
Like signing documents, right?
well, we're going to happen at that point after everything's agreed upon.
Uh-huh.
Your mortgage company is going to send your paperwork to underwriting. They're going to completely approve your loan and re-verify everything. The seller and your seller's agent and your realtor are going to send their paperwork to the title agency.
Mhm.
So the title agency can begin to prepare their documents, and they're going to make sure that you have a clean title and it's actually there's no other liens or outstanding loans against the property, and that's actually that property is the one's for sale.
Okay. Okay. So, and then we are waiting our closing day.
Correct. We're waiting on the closing date, and once all those things have been done, we're going to show up at the closing date with the seller, the buyer, their seller's agents, and the buyer's agents, and the title agency, and we're going to do a full closing. And the buyer's going to sign all their loan documents. The seller's going to sign their part of the contract, and the buyer's going to sign their part, and title agent's going to sign their part. And at the end of that, you're going to have brand new keys for your house.
Wow, a brand new house probably. Maybe no.
Maybe not.
Okay. So hopefully this video was helpful for you. Thank you very much for your attention. We will see you in our next videos. Please sign up to our channel and ask your questions. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.